Hello crypto. Today is Sunday, February 16th. I'm Daniel Scott Jacobs, and today we're going to talk about how to not screw up cryptocurrency investing, okay? Because you can be a monkey. You can do anything you want with your life, and you can still participate in crypto upside. You don't need to spend a ton of money in the community. You don't need to do research every day. If you simply do a few things by purchasing your crypto, on say by getting fiat onto a cryptocurrency exchange, purchasing it safely transferring it to a safe form of custody, you are going to do great, okay? Even if you only invest in Bitcoin and blue chip stocks or cryptos, which is what I recommend. If you are a novice and you do not know a lot about cryptocurrency industry, you can really participate in the upside and get the majority of it, and you really don't have to do much, but you do have to do these few things I'm going to show you in this video, okay? Let's get started. Boom. Right, there it is. This is my house, my car, my money. I'm just kidding. But this is what I aspire to have, okay? We all want the big house. We all want the nice car. We all want the money. And you can get those things. Like, here's the thing. If you pay attention to cryptocurrency, or not even pay attention to, if you learn about Bitcoin and the reason it's so revolutionary, and understand that this is the first time that retail investors have had a chance to front run big institutional money, right? They were not allowed to buy cryptocurrency, okay? We were the first one. So this is where retail is really being able to front run big institutions, okay? And that is going to play a big role, okay? Because now that we're already in, hopefully you're already in too, or if you're not in the market, I encourage you to get in the market very quickly. Big institutions and big money and governments are going to start to pour in, and we're going to see a lot of upside. So all these things can be gotten. This is an extreme case, but this is all we aspire to have, and pay attention to this video, because if you do something wrong, or if you do something against what I'm about to show you, you could make a big mistake, okay? And we do not want that, nor do you. So let's start. So you want to check your emotions and mindset, okay? One thing I learned, now this is with active trading, is it gets very emotional, okay? Hedging against emotions is the main thing, okay? Buying when you're not supposed to, selling when you're not supposed to, doing revenge trading after you take a big loss, or maybe getting too risky if you take a big win. You want to make sure your emotions are in check, and that's especially when you see big projects doing big things, you see big upside. You want to participate, okay? You feel left out. We all do. Everybody gets FOMO, but the thing is you can't act on it, okay? So the first one is to avoid FOMO and hype traps, okay? Don't buy just because a coin is pumping or some influencer hypes it. A lot of people on YouTube, a lot of influencers, okay, they're hyping the coin because they have big bags. Now that's the thing, like on this channel, if I were ever to promote a coin, okay, you're going to know exactly why I'm doing it. Either I'm going to tell you that I have some, or that I'm getting paid to make the video, okay, at the very least. I'm never just going to be like, oh, buy this coin. Even, once I get to a big following, I'm never going to try to mislead my followers, okay, or my audience. Research tokenomics, use cases, team, and liquidity before investing. Okay, this is important if you want to see. Here's the thing. Like, you can be an average person, you can be relatively into crypto, you can be pretty into crypto, or you can be really into crypto. So if you're really into crypto, sure, you want to do this stuff if you're trying to find new coins and you're trying to really make a career out of cryptocurrency, which is what I'm doing. But you can be someone who doesn't know anything about crypto and just buys Bitcoin, and you can do really, really good, okay? And that's what I'm going to show you in this video, is if you're just a normal person, you just want to participate in the upside, you don't fully understand everything, you understand Bitcoin, that's all you really need in order to do great, okay? Stay away from scams and shady projects. If it sounds too good to be true, it is. Beware of rug pulls, Ponzi schemes, and fake airdrops, okay? Rug pulls happen, even if a coin had, when you make a coin, you more or less decide on how much your team or how much the developers are going to keep at the point of creation. You decide the consensus mechanism, how new coins are introduced. So rug pulls can happen even when there's a lot of liquidity, okay? So just be careful with what you're investing, and that might go back to research tokenomics, use cases, team, and liquidity, especially team. But again, if you just invest in Bitcoin and probably Ethereum and maybe some other layer 1, top 10 coins, you're going to do fine. Okay, control emotions and stick to your plan. Don't panic sell when the market dips. Okay, have a clear entry and exit strategy before buying. And this all comes back to what stage of cryptocurrency investing are you doing? Again, if you just want to be a normal person, don't even look at the market, right? There's going to be bear seasons, there's going to be bull seasons. Everybody says we're in a bull season right now. I believe that. So yes, a lot of people are buying, but when the market goes down, don't panic and worry about selling if you don't need the money, right? I don't see dips in Bitcoin anymore. I just see discounts. Okay, so you want to have that same mindset when you're buying Bitcoin. Okay, unless you're like a trader, then it's a whole different story. But this video is more geared toward just normal, regular people who have a job, maybe they have a family, and they want to participate in cryptocurrency upside. Okay, have a clear entry and exit strategy before buying. Okay, that's what it says here, and that's true if you're actively trading, right? I have bags I actively trade, and I have a cold storage wallet, right, that I have Bitcoin in and some other things, and I'll never sell. Okay, I will never sell. I just continue to act to it. I don't care how bad the bear season is. I just buy more and I put it in periodically, consistently, right? Have a long-term mindset. Crypto isn't just about quick flips. Okay, it's not. Investing in solid projects with real utility pays off over time. So this is like a Warren Buffett type of attitude, right? He says he hates crypto. That's because there's no company backing it, right? You can't. People hate on Warren Buffett, but the thing is, you can't expect a guy who spent his whole life trading under one analysis, one fundamental way, and then have him change just by the flip of a coin, right? So if you invest for things in the long term, have a long term mindset. Okay, buy Bitcoin, buy Ethereum. You're gonna be good for at least 10 years. Who knows? Maybe AI comes up with a better coin, but at that time we'll know about it. It will be everywhere, and you'll have time to invest in that too. Right now, Bitcoin's the main one. If you just stick to Bitcoin, you're not gonna go wrong. Okay, be active in management. Okay, so this is not necessarily referring to like be an active trader, buying and selling, because that's gonna take time. It's gonna take time to invest, to learn about things. You have to watch crypto videos. But the main thing is just don't chase high leverage, right? Trading with 50x leverage can liquidate your position fast. If you trade, use low leverage and proper risk management, all based on experience. Okay, as I said, a lot of these exchanges, like if you're on Coinbase, you can't really use leverage, nor should you need to. Okay, don't worry about that because you can get liquidated. If you're an active trader, it's a different story. But make sure you have experience and beware of the risks, right, when using leverage. Take profits and manage risks. Okay, so set a profit-taking strategy. Again, this is more for like a trader. Okay, again, I do both, but I have a bag that I'll never sell, right? Use stop loss orders to protect against heavy losses. So stop losses, that's where like, you say you buy a coin at $10. Okay, say the coin goes up to $15, right? You put in a stop loss at $13. So if the coin falls to $13, it's gonna sell. So no matter what, you're in the green. Or maybe you buy a coin, you put a stop loss right where you bought it, so you're never going to lose, right? That would be an example of using a stop loss. So this all depends on investing strategy, right? If you're just one of the many normal people who just want to invest, don't worry about any of these things, okay? So these are make or break variables. These things will break you if you do them wrong, okay? Don't invest more than you can afford to lose. This one, okay, is true. And it's not true. Let me explain. So crypto's volatile. Treat it like a high-risk asset. Never gamble with rent money, savings, or emergency funds. That's true. Okay, you don't want to put like your rent that's due in 2 weeks into cryptocurrency. Okay, because even if you're in a bull run, there's upsides, there's downsides. Okay, but say you have $50,000 in the bank that you're not going to touch. Put that into cryptocurrency. You shouldn't keep any money in cash because you're losing for inflation and you're losing for Fed money printing or quantitative easing, they call it. You shouldn't keep a significant amount of cash. Which with the percentage might be you want 10% in cash. I wouldn't go above that, and that's just based on net wealth. So I can't give you any numbers, but around 10% would be a safe number. Next thing is stay informed. Okay, follow reputable sources for news. Keep learning about market cycles, regulations, and new trends. Okay, so these are relatively important. Okay, even if you're just a novice, normal person in the market. You want to pay attention to like regulation. Like, let's say they come on and they say everything about Bitcoin is not allowed in the U.S. Right? Clearly, you're going to change your strategy, right? If you hold more than Bitcoin, so you want to keep a slight ear to the market. Following this channel would be a good way to do that because I don't do big TA. I do deep dives on coins. I stay up with market news, and I'm going to give you the facts. Okay, I'm never going to give you opinion-based stuff. Okay, keep your crypto secure. This is the most. I repeat, the most important thing you can do. Not your keys, not your coins. Okay? That's 100% true. Use a hardware wallet for long-term holdings. Remember FTX? FTX was the brainchild of Sam Bankman-Fried, who got a smoker and he's doing 25 years in the feds. He stole people's money. He stole him and Alameda Research, which was his research firm, when they invested in other things. See, that guy is a clown. Okay, but if you had money on FTX, you lost it, right? You're gonna get a percentage of that back. They're getting back 119%. Now that might sound great, like, oh wow, if you had $100 in there in crypto, you're gonna get $119 back. But how many exits had Bitcoin done since then? Like 5. So if you just left your money where it is, you'd probably be looking at 5 times your money as opposed to just an additional 19%. Okay, the one way to get around this is by having a wallet. Okay, a wallet that you own. When you use a cryptocurrency exchange like Coinbase, Binance, any of them, Kraken, they don't give you keys. They don't give you cryptocurrency keys because it's not a cold wallet. Okay, it's not your actual wallet. Okay, yes, you have a password to log in, but until you own the keys, until you have a set of 12, 24 keys, and you have an actual, I would recommend getting a Ledger or a Trezor. There's a few other ones like Oculus you can get. There's many brands out there now. I simply prefer Ledger. That's when you know you have them in cold storage and they're the safest because it's not connected to the internet. Okay, you can connect it to the internet to put coins on, take coins off, to do transfers. But that is the safest way to custody crypto, and that is the biggest thing about cryptocurrency is that you can custody it yourself, right? It's not like a bank where you put because there's this thing called fractional reserve banking, right? When you put $100 into the bank, how much money do you think the bank holds on to of that? $10 at the most. Once you reach a certain amount of AUM, assets under management, if you're a bank, it's somewhere in the billions. Once you're over that point, if you're below that point, you don't have to keep any percentage, okay? You take in 100, you can loan it out. But generally, it's around 10%, right? So they're taking in $100 and they're loaning out 90%, right? So the majority of the money in the world is not even real money. It's just zeros on paper because of loans, right? Think about that. So if everybody in the world, right, wanted to go get their money out of the bank, why do you think you have to? Well, first of all, I'll say, why do you think you have to call the bank and say, and you can only withdraw about $10,000? Because they don't have the fucking money, right? Say everyone in the world wants to get the money from the bank, they simply don't have it, right? It's literally made up, right? Now the system survives, but barely. Like remember in 2008, the government had to bail out, big banks. It's like, come on. With crypto, you can avoid all that because you can actually custody your own money, and there's ways to get a return on that money that's going to be better than than any savings rate, any CD, right? I'm staking Solana on Coinbase right now. I think I'm getting 6 or 7%, okay, and I think just by having my USDT on there, I'm getting around 3%, okay. So that's better than any savings account you're going to get by far. Okay, avoid leaving funds on exchanges, especially sketchy ones. Okay. I use Coinbase. Okay, you can pay for Coinbase One. Will insure up to a certain amount of money. And then there's other ways to get additional insurance on Coinbase. I use that. I use Binance.us, which I love. The customer service is great. However, you can no longer link a bank account to it, so you can send cryptocurrency to it. You can send cryptocurrency from it, but right now they're having some legal issues, so it's troubled. You can actually link a bank account. But those are the two that I use. I have another account on Geek.io. I use MetaMask. Okay, I have my ledgers. I have a Trezor. But these are things you have to figure out on your own. But if you're just starting, use Coinbase, and you can set up automatic deposits on that. Coinbase is probably the safest one if you're in the U.S. and they're publicly traded, right? So you know that there's a lot of eyes on them in terms of Overwatch. Another important thing, okay? This might be even more important than well, once you have your coins on a wallet, right, that you have the seed phrase for, never have a single point of failure for your seed phrase, okay? Have 1 to 2 digital files and at least 2 physical files, okay? You spread those around your house. I like to put them into notebooks, like a notebook that's full. I'll put it into a notebook, then I'll put the notebook away, so I know where the notebook is, right? And if someone stumbles upon it, they might know what it is, but there's certain ways to kind of conceal it. For example, don't record digital file words in succession. So once you have your 12 words in a seed phrase, do a simple algorithm you can do in your head very easily that only you know. For example, you might number them backwards, right? Or you might take the first 6, right, 1 through 6, and change them with whatever through 24. What is it? 18 through 24, right? You might switch those two. So if someone sees your seed phrase, they're like, oh, wow, seed phrase, and they put it in succession, it's not going to work. Only you know way. Maybe you only switch the first one and the third one, right? Or the first one and the 8th one. Something like that, right? You can see here, wanted, lost private keys, Bitcoin reward. I actually lost, I think, I'm still kind of looking. I don't think there's a ton of money on it, but that's where I had a good amount of a Dogecoin, which I love because of Elon Musk. right? That's why I hold Dogecoin. Because I know he'll continue to pump it. I think. I mean, if you look at the government Department of Government Efficiency, the acronym is Doge. Have you seen the logo they have? It's a picture of the Doge dog, right? I mean, come on. So I think I lost that, and it's because I did have multiple seed phrases, but I had compiled them into one, and then I had misplaced that. It's still around, but and then like to log on to my Trezor, that was on a computer, which I no longer have. So it's a long story, but you don't want to be like me, okay? Have your seed phrase in a few different spots, okay? And be careful, even if you have like a trusted grandmother. Hey, grandma, I'm gonna give you my seed phrase. She's like, oh, okay, great. Meanwhile, she's like, once you leave. So just be careful. I wouldn't really trust anyone. You can trust someone, give them the seed phrase, but switch it around first. You know what I mean? Almost the most important things to do, especially if you don't have a lot of time to invest. Okay, so if you just want to buy, you're just a normal person, you want to participate in upside, you don't want to watch the market, because you can buy Bitcoin and just survive the volatility, like what I do with the bag I don't sell, and do great. Okay, stick to blue chip cryptos. Blue chip, most places just refer to Bitcoin and Ethereum. Some would just call it Bitcoin. That's why there's Bitcoin maximalists. Yes, Ethereum is great because it's open source and allows people to build on top of it, which is going to completely change the world, right? But that now again, there's other cryptos that do that too, like Solana. Okay, and then there's other cryptos like Ondo that are incorporating real world assets. Okay, for financial institutions. So there's a lot of different coins to choose from. If you just stick with Bitcoin, you can't go wrong. If you stick with the top 10, you'll probably do fine. Okay, set up automatic deposits. This is really important, regardless of who you are. I think everybody should have a bag that they don't sell. So go to Coinbase, right? Set up an automatic deposit where you put in whatever you can afford, $20, $50, $100 weekly or monthly, and it automatically buys crypto of your choice, right? Probably Bitcoin. You want to have one Bitcoin because that's going to be your key to financial freedom in the future, right? If you're young, if you're in your 20s or 30s, by 2045, okay, Bitcoin, the base case Michael Saylor says is around $13 million. Okay, that's going to be your life right there. So if you just have one coin, you're gonna do fine. Okay. Follow trusted sources like this one. Okay, this one is my channel is gonna be good. I know if you want to watch Bitcoin technical analysis, Crown's Crypto Cave is really great. He's the only one I watch really analysis. He's a trader. He's worked in the stock market in the U.S. He has his channel. He's just really good. If you watch him, he uses a lot of other algorithms people don't use, and he back tests his theories. Okay, like I said, he's a professional trader, so he's really good to watch, and that's Crown's Crypto Cave. Set up price alerts. Okay, you might want to do this even if you're not, even if you're just a normal investor. You might want to know when the market really dips, you can put some extra money. Or if you're thinking about, you want to buy yourself a nice Birkin bag, or you don't want to buy yourself a nice gold chain, you might want to set a price alert. So when you see there's a big upswing, you might want to sell. Oh, I'm going to sell 2%. Go buy my girlfriend some some earrings or something like that. Price alerts are good to have, and it's just entertaining, right? It just makes things funner. I'll let you stay in tune with the market a little more closely. Utilize stop loss orders if actively trading. So again, we discussed what stop losses are, and those are good if you're actively trading. If you're not, you're just buying and hodling. Don't need to worry about that. Use one-on-one cryptocurrency exchange. This I also think is important because like Coinbase, yes, it's big, it's regulated, right? It's publicly traded, but they can have issues too, right? Brian Armstrong could be an asshole who's doing crazy things with their money. He's the CEO of Coinbase. I don't think he is, right? I trust Coinbase. I've got a good amount of money there, but again, I use multiple ones. Okay, Coinbase is my fiat on ramp. So that's where I put my fiat on. Okay, it's the safest fiat on ramp. There's many of them out there, but again, like I said, if you have a long-term bag that you're hodling, you would be so stupid not to have a cold storage wallet. If you're actively trading, or maybe it's money you had just put on, then having some money on the exchange is fine. But like I said, if you're hodling, have a cold storage wallet, buy a ledger. Okay. Avoid FOMO, fear of missing out. We already kind of discussed this. If you're getting FOMO, you probably already missed the move. However, you can wait till that dies down, wait for the coin to bottom out, find support, start the uptrend again, and then buy back in, okay? But once you do that, remember, a lot of meme coins, they're not going to have utility in the future, and all of them, 99% of them will be gone, okay? There's thousands and thousands and tens of thousands of coins. So if you're buying meme coins, you have to have an exit plan, right? Maybe it's a 2x, maybe it's 3x, but follow the plan. Okay, follow the plan. You are going to feel much better, right? Or tell me what's going to feel worse, right? You buy a coin it goes up 6x, you sell it, then it goes up another 4x, right? What's going to feel worse? That or buying a coin, watch it go up to 6x, and then having it go down to 3x and selling it? Right? The second one, you're going to feel worse, okay? Have a plan, stick to it, and be fortunate and feel blessed for the upside that you did get, even if you missed out, because no one is going to time the top, okay? Regardless of what people say, there's so many theories out there for how high Bitcoin is going to get in 2025. Have your own plan, okay? Watch cryptocurrency YouTubers, come up with your own analysis, and sell as it goes up. Okay, last thing you do, subscribe to this channel, okay, because I'm going to keep you up to date. I do videos every day. I do a video that's cryptocurrency news in 90 seconds. That comes out every night. I do a new crypto fact every day. It's called Crypto Legends. And I do cryptocurrency tips, one every day. So follow this channel. Hit the subscribe button. It'll help you stay in tune. And if you made this far in the video, I appreciate it. If you liked this video, if you found it useful, just hit the like button. That's all. If you didn't like it, don't hit the like button. People try to over-explain. Oh, hit the like button. If you like the video, like it. Simple as that, okay? I appreciate you watching. Thank you, and I will see you in the next one.